All right, welcome to another video of Deaths of Athazar. I'm Mark Dawson, creator of what I think is one of the greatest card games ever. All right, there has been some questions about three particular characters in the game where a conundrum may come up, and in this video I will try to clear up any question players may have regarding them. The first has to do with how to deal with this particular hand. Here we have a merchant, Djinn, and a sailor, or just any other card, okay? And you see one of your opponents is about to win, so you want to stop him by using the merchant. The merchant allows you to switch your hand with another player. The question is, in this situation, what do I do with the Djinn? Well, always remember, a Djinn can't be swapped, ever. So what you're going to have to do to get rid of a Djinn is to kill him. So what you're going to have to do is, if you decide to play the merchant in this situation, you play the merchant, but you swap everything other than the Djinn. You have to keep the Djinn and swap all the rest of the cards. So that is the first rule regarding the Djinn when it comes to swapping with the merchant. All right, the second situation is like this. What if you had a merchant and two Djinns? Okay, can I play the merchant and try to swap the two Djinns? Again, the answer is no. In this situation, this is pretty much what we call a dead hand. You can't do anything, so what you're going to have to do in this situation is pass your turn. I know it could be a pain in the butt sometimes, but this is what the Djinn is for. It's basically to create chaos in your hand. All right, another situation that may come up is you have a merchant and your opponent has a Djinn. All right, and the basic question is, how does the opponent respond? So if you play the merchant and you want to swap, you go ahead and swap these two cards, but the player has to basically give you all of his cards except the Djinn and take the rest of your cards, okay? So always remember, the Djinn does not move regardless of whether you're the player or you are the opponent. Another situation that could arise, what if the opponent has two Djinns and you have a merchant and you wanted to play the merchant and swap these two cards with those two cards. Again, if the opposing player has two Djinns, you can't swap with them. The opposing player would basically say, no, I can't swap, and he'll show you the two Djinns, and that's pretty much it. This could be a very bad position for the opponent, though, because if he has two Djinn and the merchant is played, he's pretty much forced to reveal his two cards, his last two cards, to the rest of the players. I know it's a pain in the butt, but you know, that's why the Djinn is the Djinn. He's a real pain in the butt. So in that situation, you're pretty much screwed. All right, here's another situation that may come up. Now, this question has to do in reference to the princess. Now, remember, the princess it's like a joker. It can be used as any type of character. However, you can't use the princess to change into a character if it's not being played. So, for example, let's say that you want to use the merchant and swap these cards, but you say, "Oh, no, I'm going to keep the princess. I'm going to change this princess to a Djinn," and then you'll pass the other cards, pass the rest of the cards. And then later on, you want to use the princess as something else. That is what we call an illegal move, okay? The princess can only be another character when you are going to use it in a play as you're going to kill another character, or you're going to be using it as a disruption card, okay? The princess has to be played on the table unless you want it to change. But during a swap, as long as the princess is in your hand, it doesn't change to anything. It's just what it is. So make sure that all the other players understand that the princess is only changed when it's in a play phase. That's it, not during a swap. So that's pretty much it on dealing with the Djinn, the merchant, and the princess in certain situations. I hope that clears up any questions players may have about those three cards. Just go ahead and it's all on the website in our official rules. Go to www.doacardgame.com. Get all the information regarding the card game on that website. This year, I am happy to announce that we will be at the Middle East Comic Con on April the 5th through the 7th. So if you happen to be in Dubai, come on by to the Comic Con and come on by to our booth, Athazar, and play at our tables and experience what it's like. Why this card game is becoming one of the fastest growing card games in Saudi Arabia. It's a very fun, easy game, and we'd love to meet new people. Come and win a prize, come and get a deck for yourself. So that's the end of this video. We'll be posting more videos up in the future. I'm going to put some videos on buying some stuff and getting stuff ready for my booth for Comic-Con. So for those of you who are interested on how to set up a booth, how to best break up your booth. And I think I would see, since this is my first Comic-Con, I will have a friend with me. Actually, I'll be doing this video with a friend of mine. He's going to show me the ropes because he's been to many Comic-Cons and he's into cosplay. So, all right, so thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you soon.